A hero of our time continued this wonderful reading, and Bela died. She died, but she suffered for quite a while, and we suffered a good bit with her. Around 10 at night, she came to. We were sitting by her bed. As soon as she opened her eyes, she began calling for Pecorin. I'm right here beside you, my Janeka. That is, as we would say, darling. He answered, taking her by the hand. I'm going to die, she said. We began trying to comfort her. We told her that the doctor had promised to cure her without fail. She shook her head and turned away to the wall. She did not want to die. In the night she became delirious. Her forehead was burning. A shiver of fever ran now and then over her entire body. She spoke in incoherent accents about her father, about her brother. She wanted to go to the mountains, to her home. Then she would also talk of Pecorin, give him various pet names, or else reproach him for having stopped loving his Yaneja. He listened to her in silence, with his head in his hands, but not once did I notice a single tear on his eyelashes. Whether he actually could not cry or whether he was controlling himself, I do not know. As for me, I've never seen anything more pitiful. Toward morning her delirium ceased. For an hour or so she lay motionless and pale, and in such a state of weakness that one could hardly notice if she were breathing or not. Then she felt better and began to speak. And what do you think she spoke about? An idea like that could only have occurred to that dying person. She began to grieve that she was not a Christian, and that in the next world her soul would not meet the current soul, and that some other woman could be his sweetheart in heaven. The thought occurred to me to have her baptized before her death. This I suggested to her. She looked at me hesitantly, and for a long time could not say a word. At last she replied that she would die in the same faith in which she was born. Thus passed a whole day. How she changed in the course of that day! Her pale cheek sank in, her eyes became so very, very large, her lips burned. She felt an inner heat as if red hot iron lay in her breast.